today. Seen a good one. Yes, sir. Come on in. Come on in. What are your thoughts on the game today? Yep, I guess it is official that the prime era is over in Jackson or at Jackson State, should I say? There's a lot of talent around college football, guys. There's a lot of talent around college football, guys. That defense didn't show up at all. Of course, the Joker said that defense did not show up at all. Um, Man, and I really think that they really didn't have a chance at stopping them on their offense. They didn't have a chance of stopping their offense. Honestly, I said this before the game that NCC or NC Central looked great against the teams that I was watching them play against. But man, what we just saw today was domination for their offense versus that number one defense. For real, for real. They couldn't run the ball. They were stout on defense, just like Coach Prime said they would be. And that's a shame. I hope I was everyone. I'm sure everyone was hoping that they can go into their new situation, Colorado, on a high. They can leave this situation, on a high. But it looks like they're gonna have to go in there on to Colorado with bad taste in their mouths. Let's read some comments. Let me know what you guys thinking out there. Put some comments in the chat right now, and we're gonna try to devour this thing. I don't think anybody should be jumping on what's his name, Hayden Hurst, who dropped the ball at the end of the game. Don't hate on him. They had plenty of chances before that before they even got to that point. That 2-point conversion that they didn't get, that made the difference in the game. They would have won the game on that Travis Hunter score had that 2-point conversion uh, counted, or had they been done. What did I say? Error on there? Yeah, it probably is an error right now with the way it's been going. Man, what a way to end it all at Jackson State. Like I said, don't be putting everything on the tight end Hayden Hurst, who dropped the ball at the end of the game. I think that was damn near irrelevant. Had they been making plays up to that point, what they were supposed to be doing. That's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be making plays all the way up to that point and not even put themselves in that position to where they had to try to win the game like they did. But the defense, man, oh my gosh, that defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. They were about as soft as a wet paper bag today. They were the wet paper bag defense today. My goodness, I know Dennis Thurman, and probably was a good call by Coach Prime not to have him as a defensive coordinator in Colorado coming in off a 40-point loss. I can't see that happening. That would have been even worse than how they're going into it right now, losing back-to-back games to the MEAC. It was Hagler. It was Hayden Hagler, double H. Hayden D. Hagler on Instagram. He might disable his Instagram now, but he shouldn't, man. Stay up, keep your head up. It happens. You feel me? It happens. He tried to snag the ball, but looked like he had some brick hands, not soft hands. And he tried to snag the ball. Whoever they brought for defense need to stay. Well, if you look at the guys who I picked to go to Colorado from Jackson State, I think out of the 10, 9 were on offense. I'm trying to think. Actually, no, I'll take that back because that Travis Hunter is two-way. So my guys, the only guy was that I picked was Cameron Silman Craig, and man, he looked terrible out there today. He was getting stiff-armed and shook and just didn't play up to standards. Didn't look like he's going to be able to play on a Pac-12 Power 5 level. with the way he played today. And that's just, talking about the real thing, real deal. Let's see what somebody else said right here. Decon Sanders, somebody said, mission not complete. 0-2 in celebration postseason classics is what was posted on HBCU Nation. Shedeur Sanders went 13 of 14, 178 yards. What was that, the first half? I think that was the first half. But he came out, he was throwing strikes. You shouldn't look at Shedeur and be like, he's not ready, because Shedeur is definitely on that level. He's ready to go. He's on that level. He's ready to go. What other players out there that you guys saw that will probably be sure shots coming to Colorado? What other players out there? Someone said, "Oh, and Shiloh can stay too." Damn, the Joker. Shiloh got beat on that. It was a pass interference that he gave up. That cost them points. On that cover 2 touchdown that he didn't get over there in time enough, that cost them points. Probably a couple missed tackles. Someone said Shedeur is the Joker, of course, said Shedeur is a great QB. He held the ball too long on a couple of plays, but he adjusted. Yeah, I agree. He had one miss, but we see pro players get misses out there. He had one miss for a touchdown, and then that 2-point conversion would have been the difference in the game. We're talking about walking out as winners as opposed to losers had they gotten that 2-point conversion. Just that simple. What my guys say, whoever they brought on defense, yeah. My problem is, why can't these clowns tackle properly? Man, tell me about it. Tell me about it. It was a sad display today. What players though are going to be? Who's Colorado going to feel comfortable with taking? At this point, are they going to be all right taking with whoever? Because today they didn't look like no dogs out there today, except for some people on offense. But overall, they didn't look like no dogs today. I hate to say that, but it's true. You feel me? The MEAC Player of the Year, the boy looked like it. I'm talking about ice cold, cool as the other side of the pillow, cold glass of water, and that's what their quarterback looked like over there. Darius Richard was the quarterback. So, man, it's a tough day right now, but I think Coach Prime's still going to get on that jet and head out. Defense got disseminated. Shedeur did his thing. Also, JSU looked extremely undisciplined. I'm disappointed that Prime didn't have control over his team, including Travis. All right, here comes the criticism and everything. After a loss, if they would have won, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been there. But after a loss, there's going to be some criticism coming, talking about, I wish his team would have looked like this, or I wish it would have looked like that. What are we in for at Colorado? What y'all in for at Colorado is an upgrade from whatever y'all had this past year in the last, 20 seasons? You know what I mean? So you can't fault Shiloh on that cover 2. Nugget didn't put his hands on the receiver. Somebody, who's that, boxing truth or Sarah, I can't really see what it says, but will say this: you know something about football by saying that, because that's exactly what I said. What's his name? Nugget Warren should have forced his guy to the sideline a lot more, been a lot more physical on that cover 2, giving Shiloh a lot more time to get over the top. But also, that was a great throw by the quarterback and a great catch by the receiver to catch the ball and get a foot down and a knee down. So, yep, competition is expected no matter where you go. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that, they ran through the SWAC, they just going to come run through the MEAC or whoever they play. Nah, MEAC got some ballers, as we've seen the last 2 years. They're probably a more dominant conference than the SWAC as far as competition go. I saw them play a couple of top FCS, FBS teams this year, and they held their own. It looked real good early in the season. So, yeah, it is ERA. Sorry about that. Error came up somehow, and I wasn't able to change it, so I went on. You feel me? Let it go. If I could change it, I would. Yeah, I saw Gilly on the sideline trying to call plays. That was probably their problem. How many games did they win with Gilly on the sideline? God dang, Gil. Open the call lane, man. I wish I could open the call lane. Hold on. Because this is crazy. The way that the game ended like that. This loss with fewer prime at CU. I agree. Great play call at the end. 84 must make that catch. Yeah, it was a great play call. The irony of it, that someone said white boy on suicide watch. The irony of it that it was a white player that dropped the ball. And he's going to a white school or PWI school. I don't want to bring race into it, but I see people going to comment on it anyway. And he got one of the whitest names you can have in Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst. What's up, Hayden? Even Little League player would have caught that. Yeah, he tried to pluck it out the air. When Gilly spiked the ball, it looked so huge. Coach Prime did have the boys talking too much, more focused and talking. I think it was football. And Travis Hunter did make a great catch, but Travis, I saw him out here in Hawaii in the Polynesian Bowl, and he did a lot of talking out there too. So that's just a part of his game. He's gonna talk. I think Travis is gonna talk. That's just part of his game. But Shedeur made some big plays. They also made some bonehead plays out there. I think some of that stuff, is youth and will come. You got to realize that's a sophomore and a freshman out there making those plays. And also Kevin Coleman, a freshman. So, yeah, 84 tight end Hayden Hurst. I'll tell you what, I know exactly how he's feeling right now. I didn't drop one like that, but at the end of the game, we were playing Marshall at Marshall, and we had a play called not like that, but it was kind of like a cross. I came from across the other side of the formation, threw the ball up. I go up, I catch it, I bring it down, 2 feet get down, and I should have just secured it and went to the ground, but instead I go to raise the ball up like a touchdown, and the defender comes back and knocks it out of my hand. Now we're at Marshall now, and this is for the touchdown for the win. So I'm looking at the jumbo screen as they're reviewing it, and I see that, boom, I catch the ball, get 2 feet down. That's supposed to be a touchdown. No, they called it incomplete because the guy came over and swiped it out of my hands. Very long trip back to the crib. I still think about that one today. So, Hurst is going to think about that for the rest of his life, unfortunately. You feel me? Kevin Coleman is cold, somebody said. Very nice receiver. He is. I saw him out here in Hawaii also. He said he had very high hopes for Jackson State and what he wanted to do. And he was looking to go for 150, he said, his first game. But he went for almost 150 tonight, didn't he? Well, he had 144 in the first half, I saw. The Joker, I ain't going to lie. If I was Prime, I would have been on that jet soon as the ball. Nah, you got to address your team. You got to make sure they're good. You don't want to make it seem like you're running up out of there, even though I'm sure he had the jet gassed up and ready to go. He was expecting it to be a win, and then he'd get out of that thing fast. So with it being a loss, I think he's going to take his time a little bit, and it went into overtime. So nothing to hang his head about, really. Nothing to hang your head about to lose a game like that. Uncharacteristic type game from your defense, giving up all those damn points. It just couldn't stop anybody. That was just, not a characteristic game of JSU's defense. But I will say they just got exposed. The JSU defense is not a stout defense up front. You got Mercier, the defensive tackle. He's more of a defensive end or a pass rush defensive tackle. The only big guy up the middle that's going to be stout is big Devontae Davis. Williams is in and out here and there, good on the pass rush. But everybody else, they're not really stout up the middle. And that's what the MEAC champs, ANC Central, were best at, being stout. That's what Coach Prime said before the game, being stout. And that's what happens, man. Number 5 on NCCU getting drafted after this game. I don't know about getting drafted after this game, but he did make some great runs. And that stiff arm on Cameron Silman Craig, that's going to live. Niles Gaddy was out this game. What happened to him? That stiff arm that Cameron Silman Craig received is going to be just like that Hayden Hurst drop. He's going to think about that for the rest of his life. That's going to be a meme also. That's 4 weeks of preparation. We'll do. It's unfair that the MEAC gets that much time with no conference championship. Well, yeah, I didn't think about that. They should be. They should bring that up too. These guys have 4 weeks to prepare. So all those plays that they scored on really did work. The trick plays, the throwback, the Philly specials, all of that stuff worked because they saw it on film. They had time to prepare for it. Someone said Gaddy was suspended. Um, yep, that stiff arm was legit, and I do think I do hate that. Like I said, they had that much time to prepare versus a team that didn't. But that's how it goes sometimes in a playoffs type situation. Shaw said this once before. We should have been winning by more. So one drop pass or play doesn't matter. They were the better team today. Congratulations to NCCU. Excuse me. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. So I do have a call in number, but it will be I'll see it. I'll see if I can get it in. All right, y'all can call this number right here, 808-393, and I'll get you on 808-393-8132. Let me put it in the comments. Call in. Let's get some callers in, man. Let's get some callers in. See what you guys think. This will be my first time taking these callers. We'll see if it works on this platform. That's the call in number right there. Don't spam it all at once. I called it. I did it from, Coach Chico put it on there. All right, there you go. There's the call in number, 808-393-8132. 808-393-8132. I'll get you on if I can. All right, we got my guy Raheem calling in. I got my baby with me. We're gonna let Raheem call in and see if we can put him on speaker and get you in. Raheem, this Raheem? Yeah, you in. Go ahead. Let me know what you're thinking.
Man, tough loss, man. You feel what I'm saying? Even the little league player would have caught that pass, man. You feel me? The game was tied up. It went into overtime. So you can't say it's off mistakes. In overtime, the game reset. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When he passed, he floated the ball to him. How could you not catch that? There's no excuse.
I agree, bro. That was a sad situation. Um,
I'm ready to fight, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm ready to fight.
you ain't put money on the game, did it?
Nah, I ain't put no money on the game, but my heart broke, man, because I ain't never seen nobody lose. I never thought it was possible to lose in football in that type of fashion.
Oh yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely possible. I've been in what's his name, Hayden Hurst situation before. I didn't drop it, but it was called a drop. So I've been there before. I know he's hurting right now. And somebody said in the comments he should be on a watch. I'm not gonna say suicide watch, but he should be on a watch. And hopefully he'll get better from this. Hopefully you'll recover from this too, dog. Let me know. Let me know how you think it's gonna work out with TC Taylor though. Hate to change the subject. What do you think about that?
I feel like TC finna lead them boys back to the championship. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know how it's gonna play out. I feel like they're gonna go back again, but I just don't know how it's gonna play out. Because remember, out of all the HBCUs, Jackson State got probably the best facilities. So that's gonna make a lot of players want to go there still. Yeah. Good players. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, dog. I appreciate you calling in, Raheem. I think that's the name that popped up. So if that's your name, I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for calling in. And everybody else you want to call in, go ahead, hit the number, and I'll try to get you on quick as possible. Like he said it's heartbroken, man. And I feel him on that. My heart broken on that one, too. I wanted Coach Prime and Shedeur to go to Colorado. Shedeur and whoever else going to follow him to Colorado. And so on a high note. So let's see what everybody else is thinking. Shout out to Don Simber. Dawn up in this thing. Miss Willis up in here. Let me know what you're thinking. Leave a call in or text or whatever you want to do right now to join the chat, and I'll get back to you in a second. Let's go. Will TC Taylor be able to get bigger linemen? I hope so, because up that middle, Jackson State was softer than Charmin tissue, for real. They got to get somebody stout up that middle, man, because those boys pushed them around. It was man playing against boys out there as far as the offensive line goes, and that's why J.B. Brown got kicked out, because he was getting smashed, and I liked him. He was getting smashed, or as the Joker say, mollywopped out there, and he got up and hit the guy after the play. He could have been kicked out of the game from the earlier QB hit, so they had to get him on this play afterwards. So, man, that stiff arm was a highlight. Travis Hunter, 2 touchdowns was a highlight. That one he ran on that post route, man, he gave that boy the business. 1-2, ta-ta, 1-2. You feel me? I got a couple of highlights on my Twitter, not Twitter, but TikTok. If you follow BIWGDOWG on Twitter, go ahead and follow me on there. Follow me on Instagram, Big Dog Chico _Chico, and all the other good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and 10 to my 10-day-old baby boy right here, and we'll get back to you guys. I'll have a full rundown coming up tonight. Full rundown coming up tonight from the JSU game. All right, we're about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah.